In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a late policy that will automatically reduce points for assignments that are submitted late. So to set this up, I'll go to the course navigation menu and I'll select grades. All right, so from here I can see that for this one assignment, the Miyazaki essay, I have two graded assignments and then I have one student with a missing submission. And let's say I want to set up a late policy on this assignment. So here I can see this first submission is highlighted in blue, which means it was turned in late. And right now they're getting 50 points, which is the highest score for this particular assignment. So how do we enact that late policy? If you go over here to the top right corner, you can select the settings for the gradebook. And now the first tab up here is late policies. The first thing you'll see below that is you can automatically apply a grade for missing submissions. So my third student here has a missing submission. So if I wanted to, I could check this box and then say, please give every student with a missing submission a 0, which is the default right here. And then down here, this is where I can apply a deduction for late submissions. So I can check this box here, and then let's say I want to reduce the score by 10% each day. Now I also have the option to do this by the hour, but I'm going to leave this at 10% per day. And then I'm going to put a floor on this. So the lowest possible grade I'm going to say is 60%. I don't want them to get lower than 60%. So even if they submit it 10 days late, it's not going to go below 60 here. All right, so now I'm done with my late policy settings. I'm going to go ahead and hit Apply Settings. And now over here in this column, you can see that Bruce Banner right here, his score went from 50 down to 45. And Nick Fury right here, he got that automatic 0. Let's take a closer look at Bruce Banner and the grade right here. So if I go over here and select the speed grader, I can see here's the original score, 50, and then I have the late penalty minus 5 points, and the final grade is 45 points. So that's how the late policy shows up over here in the speed grader where you can get more information. I'm going to close this and go back here. Now, if for some reason you wanted to override this late penalty, you could select, there's a little button right here. You can click on this arrow. And you can go over here and you can turn off the late policy right here and just set the status to none and then close this. And then the scorebook goes back to the original score that was given. So in some instances, you might need to do that. I'm going to go ahead and change this back to late. And then I'll close this shelf right here. And there it goes back down to 45. So that's just a brief overview of how the late policy settings work in bCourses.